Buddhism teaches us that behind the rush, there is something deeper, that still place inside of us. That place holds peace. It holds clarity. It holds truth. And often, we can only find it when we are no longer running. Lesson 1. Falling behind gives space to see clearly in life. Many people push forward. They rush from one thing to the next. They move fast to stay ahead. But in Buddhism, going slow has value. When you fall behind, the noise becomes quiet. The pressure starts to fade. Space begins to open. And in this space, something important happens. You begin to see clearly. You start to notice what you missed before. When you're always ahead, you chase many things. You collect stress. You hold on to worry. You carry fear. Falling behind gives a break. It allows you to stop. It gives time to breathe. It gives time to reflect. The Buddha taught the value of mindfulness. Mindfulness is full awareness. You can only be mindful when you are still. You begin to see what truly matters. You no longer look at life through the lens of speed. You begin to see with calm eyes. You see that rushing does not. Peace is where you are. Clarity comes in the quiet. Wisdom comes when you pause. In the silence of being behind, clarity appears. You see your thoughts more clearly. You feel your breath again. You see others not as competitors, but as companions. You are no longer trying to get ahead. You are simply being. And this being brings truth. The Dharma teaches that craving brings suffering. When you fall behind, craving falls too. You no longer crave to be first. You no longer crave to win. You begin to be at peace with now. Falling behind lets you notice the path. You see the steps. You feel the ground. You hear the wind in the trees. In front, the rush is loud, but behind, everything speaks in stillness. Falling behind is not failure. It is returning. It is realigning. It is awakening. You become aware of your own mind. With wisdom, suffering lessens. When you fall behind, your sight becomes pure. You no longer run after illusions. You start to see life as it is. You see that each moment is enough. You see that peace is not far. It is here, in the pause. Falling behind opens your heart. It softens your mind. It allows space for clarity to bloom. This is not a setback. It is a gift, a moment of true vision, a breath of pure awareness. Lesson. But in Buddhism, delay is not a curse. It is a path to strength. Quiet strength is not loud. It is not flashy, but it runs deep. It builds roots, deep roots that hold you firm. A tree does not grow in a day. A mountain does not rise in an hour. In slowness, power is shaped. In delay, character forms. The Buddha taught that endurance brings freedom. Delay makes you endure. It makes you stay in discomfort without breaking. This is inner power. When life delays your plans, you grow in new ways. You learn to hold steady. You learn to sit through storms. You learn to bend without falling. Quiet strength is not shown in words. It is not proven by speed. It reveals itself when life tests you. Delay is a test. It is not easy, but it is sacred. It gives you time to grow. It gives you space to build your heart. It gives you room to deepen your understanding. In this still time, your strength becomes steady. You are no longer shaken by every fear. You are no longer moved by each desire. You become strong in silence, like a mountain under snow, like a river beneath ice, strong and waiting, calm but powerful. Buddhism teaches the middle way. It avoids extremes. Delay keeps you in the middle. You are not pushing. You are not giving up. You are staying. You are breathing. In this middle ground, balance is born. In this balance, strength grows. You learn to trust the path. You stop needing fast answers. You begin to see that each step has value. You begin to trust that timing is its own teacher. You see the lesson inside the wait. You see the strength rising within you. This strength is not temporary. It is not tied to results. It is lasting. It is the kind of strength that carries you through hard times. The kind that does not break under pressure. The kind that leads to wisdom. Delay makes you strong in ways you did not expect. You grow not by moving fast, but by staying true. Not by winning, but by holding steady. You become strong like the earth, quiet, deep, steady, alive. Lesson 3. You learn to let go. Not control. Control is a deep habit. People try to shape every part of life. They want to control outcomes. They want to control people. They want to control time. But Buddhism teaches freedom through letting go. Control brings fear. Letting go brings peace. When you fall behind, control starts to slip. Plans don't work. Expectations fail. Life changes in ways you did not expect. This can feel hard, but it opens a door to letting go, a door to surrender. The Buddha said all things are changing. Nothing stays the same. When we try to control, we fight change. This brings suffering. Letting go means you accept what is. You stop forcing life. You start flowing with it. When you let go, your hands open, your heart softens. You stop grasping. You begin to feel free. You are no longer chained to success. You are no longer trapped by fear. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting the flow of life. You start to breathe again. You allow life to move at its pace. You allow people to be who they are. You allow yourself to rest. Letting go creates space for peace. It gives birth to calm in falling behind. You see that control is an illusion. You see that trying to hold everything brings pain. You learn to release. You learn to surrender. You begin to trust the moment. You begin to accept the now. This is the heart of Buddhist practice. To let go is to be free. To let go is to be at peace. You learn this not when you win, but when you fall. You learn this in the quiet of delay. In the moment when control no longer works. Letting go gives you peace. It gives others freedom too. You are no longer pulling strings. You are simply being. You are no longer chasing. You are receiving life softly, gently, with grace. This is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is strength that needs no force. It is power that comes from surrender. The lotus blooms not by force, but by following nature. You bloom when you let go. Lesson 4. You stop chasing. Start understanding. Chasing is a habit of the mind. The world teaches you to run. Run after goals. Run after praise. Run after more. But Buddhism shows another way. It teaches you to stop, to be still, and to see. When you stop chasing, you begin to understand. Falling behind slows you down. It removes distractions. It strips away noise. It brings you to the heart of things. You start to listen. You begin to see clearly. Understanding grows in quiet. It does not grow in the rush. It grows when the chase ends. Understanding means seeing life as it is, not as you wish. not as you fear, but as it truly is. When you fall behind, you are no longer caught in the race. You step off the track. You sit under the tree. You look at yourself. You look at your mind. You see your thoughts. You meet your feelings. This is the path to wisdom. Understanding is born from presence, and presence is only possible when you stop running. Chasing drains your energy. It keeps you from joy. It fills you with want. Understanding brings peace. It fills you with truth. It brings compassion. It brings love. The Buddha reached understanding by sitting still, by watching his own mind, not by chasing knowledge, but by becoming one with truth. You follow the same path when you stop chasing. You understand your own suffering. You see the roots of your pain. You understand others too. You see their struggle. You feel their heart. Understanding brings kindness. It breaks down walls. It opens your eyes. You stop blaming. You stop fearing. You begin to see the world with compassion. Lesson 5. Your true voice starts to rise. When you run to keep up, you forget your own voice. You speak what others want to hear. You act from fear. You hide behind masks, but falling behind gives you silence. And in silence, your voice returns. Your true voice is gentle, but it is strong. It rises from your heart. It knows who you are. It speaks with love, not noise, not fear. In Buddhism, silence is sacred. In silence, truth grows. When the outside world fades, the inside world awakens. You hear yourself. You remember who you are.